Welcome to the show. Wimbledon is happening. Iga Świątek, bravo. Iga, she's headed to the semifinals. I just watched it this morning. Who does that? Drank my coffee, fighting off a migraine, watched a little Wimbledon. We have Prakash Amritraj on the program to discuss what it means. Also, I just want to get into what's next for tennis? Are we feeling this? Is Djokovic leaving? What does that mean? Who's the next? Is it Carlos Alcaraz and Sinner? Is that the rivalry that I'm investing my chips into for the next 20 years? We're going to get into all of that with him. Let me know what you want to ask, any tennis questions. And we also have the new Browns tackle, Cornelius Lucas, joining the show. He is one of the few offensive linemen who've had success against one Myles Garrett. He rarely makes Myles Garrett look human-sized. We will talk about all of that, the Browns quarterback situation, protecting Jayden Daniels last year, what he learned, what he's taking with him. And yes, Wimbledon electric. Let's get into it. We're a tennis program today. Prakash Amritraj, one of my favorite people. He is so bright. He's so charismatic, this man. I don't know if you're in the football world and you're a fan of this show, go watch what Prakash does. The craft, him with Serena, him with other people, him doing Romanian deadlifts in the gym at all the places that he traveled. It's all very impressive. So we became friendly working for Netflix with the exhibition between Carlos Alcaraz and Rafael Nadal, which was iconic. I can't believe I was part of that. He sort of carried me through that, Matthew Hamilton, as one would. As I don't, I'm not an expert at tennis by any stretch, but it was him and Andy Roddick and Andre Agassi, which was just an unbelievable lineup. But Prakash was really he's a certified host and he's truly an excellent interviewer. And I'm just going to be selfish with it. I just care about Iga.
Yeah, and I mean, my dad is excited for this one. He's been following everything. He loves Prakash's appearance last year. So excited to have him back because, as you said, Wimbledon has been electric this year. We've lost some of those big names that were around for a while, but there are a ton of new entrants and new faces that are exciting, that are playing some great tennis right now.
What's going on with this men's situation right now? Because Prakash is nice enough. It's insanely wonderful and kind to give us, I'm going to have to buy him dinner for giving us time on this crazy day. But they moved the men's back or something? What's happening?
Yeah, so the men's side got pushed back by about an hour. So Sinner and Shelton are just underway right now. Djokovic is still has not started his match yet.
Okay, so there is a 30% profit boost token. We have Prakash on. He's going to tell you all the goods, right? So but do with it what you will. There is a PBT. It's on FanDuel Sportsbook right now, and that's for any match taking place today or tomorrow. And you can use it on any wager as long as the odds are minus 200 or longer. Hopefully you already used it on Iga. You should always use it on Iga. I think she's going to win Wimbledon. Sabalenka's no joke, but I really only track Iga, and Iga, the grass game wasn't her thing. And she's really improved her grass game, as we are seeing. So everybody out there who's doubting her can go touch grass, in fact, because she's going to eat her pasta and her strawberries, and she's going to do what she does. And I was there when I met her. I was like a child meeting her at Wimbledon 3 years ago, and she had just lost. And so she was miserable and sad. And I was like, a total jerk about it. So hopefully I'll get to meet her again. Guys, go use that 30% PBT profit boost token right now. Thanks, FanDuel, for that, for any matches taking place either today or tomorrow. Cornelius Lucas on the show. Excited to talk to him. What's it like being that big? Such success. Browns fans will be excited about that. Camp is a week away, okay? Apparently. That's what Hamilton at 6 a.m. was like, we're a week away from camp. I can't believe that that's true. And there's so much going on because, let's see, rookies are reporting Saturday, Chargers rookies reporting this Saturday here on the West Coast. Their full team will be there exactly 1 week from today. This year is flying. We want to get you guys set. I got a lot of fun DMs and thanks for the fantasy studs from yesterday. So as we approach camp and there's been a lot of movement, you're sort of at some point you got to stabilize and say like, oh, this guy's wearing this jersey now. And like, oh, the outside of Aaron Rodgers, who like, of course, steals all the headlines, but like, oh yeah, DK, George, Pickens, like different jerseys. We wanted to count down. Today's top 5 list is top 5 impact receiver moves for 2025. Okay. The fit, the impact, the fantasy, the FanDuel implications. And I'm only looking at vets here. I'm not touching the rookie. So vets that sort of change teams, new names, new jersey numbers, what have you. I'm going to start in Seattle. Seattle doesn't get enough love. I'm going to give Cooper Kupp the 5 spot when it comes to wide receiver, different team, and impact this year. Staying healthy is the only question here. He missed 18 games in 3 years since pulling in that triple crown situation, but he has it. You cannot tell me that this man does not have it when he's on the field. And I like the fit. He gets to play with Jackson Smith and Jigba. It's I'm assuming will pan out to be like a 1A, 1B situation, which we love. I'm super happy about that. Oh no, my thing just crashed. Am I still on the television? I hope so. Okay, great. So JSN, who in my head, he's got all the targets and all the volume and all the, stuff in the world to inherit with what's going on. I like what they have. And I'm trying to think of with Cooper, if you look at this and you want to look at what the new look passing game looks like, here you have it. Cooper's line for receiving yards, 750 and a half. He's gone over 700 yards each of the last 3 seasons, even with those 18 games missed that I talked about. So like I said, if he's healthy, he's going to crush that over number. Go to FanDuel Sportsbook now and figure that out. Okay, number 4, impact wide receivers on new teams, Deebo Samuel. Friend of the show. Do not, by the way, this bakes in fantasy value. But the people at FanDuel Sportsbook, the overlords, they're not worried about this video of by the way, half-speed drill. He looks quick. I think he looks shredded. He's going to be a nightmare to deal with. Jayden, Terry McLaurin. Hopefully you heard Joe Theismann yesterday. Cliff Kingsbury, he's not there anymore? No, he's still there. He's doing his thing. So whether it's at wide receiver, whether it's in the backfield, this is a perfect fit that we're talking about in this system. And I think it takes the offense to a whole other level. So, and we know Cliff wanted him. Cliff knows him. So if you look at FanDuel Sportsbook, his receiving line is 675.5, 675 and a half. I know some of his production, like I was saying, is going to come out the backfield. He's going to clear that easily. I like that at number 4. Okay, and number 3, it is he who eats candy but doesn't like to always talk about how he eats candy, DK Metcalf, okay? Quieter off seasons than usual, like not doing as much, I feel like, focused, wants a championship. I mean, this might have been higher if the Steelers kept George Pickens, but I do think this might be, as we've asked several people, the best long ball, like deep ball situation in the game between Aaron Rodgers and DK Metcalf, just like what they have to do in one game. And this is not like a up and down player. This is a consistent wide receiver. He's always in the ballpark of 1K every year of his career. How does it not get better with Aaron Rodgers? He's got a huge body, wins in contested situations, all the things, the downfield threat. This makes him the perfect match for Aaron. And A-Rod can let it fly. We wanted to show you just to remind you, Aaron can still do this. Take a look. Whatever else you want to say about last year, he's 4th in the NFL in passer rating on throws of 20 plus yards downfield. Please, let's clip this off and put this on Twitter. 4th, read it and weep. The rest of the AFC. The deep ball is where both he and DK shine respectfully. Now you're bringing them together. So I'm looking at FanDuel Sportsbook right now, 925 and a half. He's always around 1,000. Now he has Aaron Rodgers. Now he's got a lot of targets. What he could do in one game. He could do that in 5 games if all things break right. I'm smashing the over for DK. He's going to make a huge impact. It's going to get fed. It's all great. At number 2, I'm going to go George Pickens. George Pickens, like the piece that Dak, healthy, consistent winner Dak, hopefully for this year, they've been missing this, okay, since the Amari Cooper trade. He's going to complement CeeDee Lamb's style perfectly. His ability to make plays down the field. CeeDee's going to clean up underneath. I don't understand how his line is 900 and a half yards. 900.5 yards over on FanDuel Sportsbook. I crunched some numbers. He put up 900 last year in 14 games. over 1,100 the year before that. And now he's in a much more pass happy, wide receiver friendly offense right now. And the exercise makes me realize, by the way, that there are tons of value with these wide receivers as far as futures are concerned on FanDuel Sportsbook. If we go to number one, it's Davante Adams for me. Was it close between him and George? Could you make the argument for George Pickens? Sure. But Davante Adams is playing at an elite level. I will not hear this. Is he still? Is he done? Is he on the? No. He's finished top 8 in yards per game last year. Okay? Top 8 in yards with all that BS that was going on. You cannot ask for a better situation than this. The fit is the best fit of all the fits here. Maybe George with Dak. I still have there's a little, I have a trust question when it comes to that, I think. I do not have because I haven't seen it. I know what Davante can do. I know what Stafford can do, and they were made for one another. Puka is opposite of you. The last time Davante played alongside another receiver that was at an all-pro level was Jordy Nelson. It was a very long time ago. A lot's changed since that, but not Davante Adams' consistency, not his output, not what he looks like on the field. I'm a little shocked that his line for receiving yards is 950 and a half right now in FanDuel. He's gone over that number 7 straight seasons. So he's going to do it. Hell, I won't say it, but the Rams might go to the Super Bowl. Like, they really just might. Let's take a look. Again, this is my list. The top 5 wide receiver moves, impact-wise, this offseason. Davante Adams to the Rams, George Pickens to the Cowboys, DK Metcalf to Steelers, Debo, Commanders, Cooper to Seahawks. We are back with Prakash Amritraj after this break. Did we have music there? No, music for the... Did you have music for the bed? We didn't. That was so weird. We had music perfectly yesterday. Can we make sure that there's music when we do this? Matt? All good. It just felt real dry. When we put that out, can we put a music bed under that?
Yeah, we should be able to do that.
I want that clip. I want that deep ball, or I want the Aaron clip.
A full screen?
Please.
Gotcha.
Please.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what I wanted to say. I think that was fine, but I'd like some music.
Yeah, absolutely.
What up?
I'm just casually breaking out the glasses.
I'm not feeling quite myself today.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
have like a drawer of prescription medicines that I never use, just from like a tooth thing or like a whatever. And I used it yesterday. I had such a migraine all day. And I was just not having it. I was like not having it. And then I feel as though I may have drank a bottle of, I didn't actually, but that's the feeling that I have.
Oh, man.
I feel like I'm like at a normal human speed, which probably is not bad for me. I'm not
the worst thing in the world.
I'm not like whizzing around. I'm like.
Be a normal human for a day. Not the worst thing. Is the headache gone at least?
Yeah, but I thought things like that wear off. So we're sitting on a call yesterday. I did the call from my car. It was me, Hamilton, and Richard, and we were on a call for like an hour and a half. And I was just sitting. I sat in my car for the whole thing because I had to go to a workout class, whatever. And I saw ASHTON Kutcher, and so we were like talking. I was like on the Zoom call, and he was in whatever, not as tall as I thought he'd be. Interestingly enough, I don't know. In my head, I guess I thought he was like a tight end. I thought he was like 6'9". Anyway, more importantly, there was like a Chicago Bears like bumper sticker, and I about had the time of my life laughing about that. I love that for him.
That in Iowa Hawkeyes, right?
That's real. That is some real shit.
Yeah.
That is not. Yeah. I also have some news. Okay, yeah. Prakash is probably so busy today. Okay, sounds good. My next guest, one of my favorite people in the entire world. He can lift so many weights, and he's unbelievable at making me feel bad about myself when I look at his Instagram stories, because he's always in the gym or doing something fabulous. Prakash Amritraj, you can see your amazing interviewing skills on the Tennis Channel. You are an actor, you are a producer, you are a host, and you are giving me a dog.
Jonah wanted to say hi to you also.
Let me see.
Oh, Jones, come here, buddy. Oh.
Is this my stepson? Who is this? Hello.
Say hi.
Hi.
Say hi. 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 I know. I know.
Oh, I think he loves Iga Świątek. We should name him Wimbledon. Okay, so here's what's going on currently, right now. I know you're super busy. I appreciate you so much. Ben Shelton, his sister Morgan Stanley. I saw all the things. He's battling Sinner, who's obviously huge and crushing it too. Tell me, what do I need to know about Ben Shelton here?
Ben Shelton's playing the tennis of his life right now. He just got into the top 10 right before this event. So this is actually his first event as a top 10 player, which is astronomical. Nice little bit of history. 31 years ago, his father made the 4th round here, Brian Shelton. So he passed him, getting to the quarterfinals here. So that was a beautiful father-son moment. And look, the kid's got the biggest serve you could possibly imagine. He's a lefty, which makes things even tougher, especially on the grass. Got a massive forehand. His backhand and the return has been a little bit questionable, but he's been developing, and it's been really good over here. He's been mixing in the slice. So he's, last I checked, he's been giving Sinner a great match. I think it was pretty even. It's 5-all. 5-all in the first set right now. But we also don't know how Sinner is feeling. He's got a little bit of an elbow issue, possibly.
Got it. If you take a look at, I was even just looking at FanDuel this morning just to get like some context on what's going on. On the men's side, is there a value pick that you see in the field?
100%. Look, this may have been an emotional pick, but when I had to give my picks in before the event, I thought Alcaraz, Sinner, Djokovic, and I didn't have Fritz in there. Love seeing Taylor Fritz make it there. We're going to make the semis, and I thought it might be an Alcaraz-Djokovic final, actually. So I think Djokovic at plus 410 on this surface, I think there's good value there. Carlos, he certainly is the favorite, but I actually think there's great value with Djokovic or Sinner. And at plus 1,800, I mean, Taylor could light it up. I think you can make a case for argument for all those three.
Shelton just won the game.
Answer. Very good. Yes. This is great. I mean, look, so Shelton needs to get off to a good start. I think if he gets behind against Sinner, it's going to be hard-pressed to come back.
Got it. And Joker starts in 5 minutes, by the way. That match kicks off. Last time you were on the show, we talked about, I watched it this morning, we talked about Djokovic's career. Is he done? This is a year ago. Not done. He's still left. He's the only player left in the field over the age of 30. Does he have enough to win his 25th major, in your opinion?
I think so, but I think this might be his strongest chance. Every 3 months that goes by, it's easier to get injured, and it's tougher to win these big matches back to back. Let's use Australia, for example. He played an unbelievable match against Alcaraz. His body broke down in the next match against Zverev. In France, he played an unbelievable match against Zverev, and there wasn't enough to be able to take out Yannick Sinner. So he's going to have to beat an Alcaraz, a Sinner, these type of guys back to back to win these events. The good news is on the grass, the discrepancy between him and the rest of the field because of the surface is much greater. This is a surface where Novak really shines, and it accentuates his strengths. You don't need to play as grueling rallies as you do on the clay and the hard. So I think right now this is his best shot, and I think he was fortunate to play Kaboli and not Cilic.
How much longer do we have Djokovic?
Oh God, don't do that to me, Kay. Don't do.
I think you know. I want to know.
There's a part of me that listens to what he says outside, which is I want to play until the LA Olympics. I got more in me. I'm motivated. But I think emotionally, with Rafa officially leaving in Paris, it's when something like that happens with two great rivals, I feel like a piece of Novak Djokovic kind of left. A little bit of that piece died as well, because so much of it, in those deep moments, Kay, when you're training, when the lights are off and you're throwing up in practice, but you're trying to push yourself a little further. For so many years, Novak had Rafa in the back of his mind, and now that goes away. My biggest thing for Novak, he's like LeBron as far as health science and so forth, but where do you find that motivation? So I feel like if he maybe wins 25 here, who knows? He might set sail.
Oh, got it. So winning would be bad for fans who want to see him continue. But I mean, health is a thing. I know how he
Health
speaks
is-
about. Yeah,
No,
I'm
but
a little.
losing's not a good thing either. If he wins, he also has a better shot to stay too.
But losing is motivating. I feel like losing will like if in my world, if you're Travis Kelce and like there's rumors of you mulling retirement, you losing the Super Bowl, when that happens, I'm like, he's coming back.
True. I think it might be a little bit of a different case, just given. I mean, Novak's 20 years on tour.
Yeah.
And he's got such a full life outside the tour. His kids are growing up. They love tennis. They want their dad to be around while they're practicing. He's got so many different business endeavors right now. Managing life is very different for him now than it was 15 years ago.
I know we have to wrap, and I want to talk about the women and Iga, of course, Iga. But with when he decides to walk away, then we have like obviously Federer left, Rafa left. And now Joker will leave, Serena long gone. Is there something I should be investing in? Like, I like that you're saying like the motivation, he always had Rafa, like he doesn't. So like, what's the next thing? Like, is it Carlos? Like that's how you and I met, talking about him. But then I look at Sinner and like, they have a little thing going. Is that what I'm trying to invest in as a fan, a very casual fan? Is that the one?
We're very lucky because, the gap left by the big three are going to be virtually impossible to fill. But
Yes.
Carlos Alcaraz and Yannick Sinner are a complete blessing to not just tennis, but to all of sport. This is a very special rivalry. What we saw in the finals of Roland Garros, that was one of the greatest matches I've ever seen. I mean, I sat there start to finish. I couldn't take my eyes off the tennis. It was like watching a video game out there. And they both have contrasting personalities. Yannick Sinner, he is just ice cold. He doesn't give you very much, but he's a stone cold killer. Carlos Alcaraz, on the other hand, he's playing cards after the final with OBJ. Yeah. He's going to Ibiza. He's at F1, and he's winning Roland Garros and Wimbledon. You pray for stars like that in sports.
Okay, so that's the rivalry to love. Okay, Iga. You keep talking about grass. Grass is tough. I know it's tough on Coco. Like it's not her favorite, but then Iga too hasn't really been her thing. How impressive is that she's been able to work on this so quickly and turn it around like she has?
I'll give you a quick breakdown. By the way, on the women's side, Coco, she's a blessing. I mean, she just says all the right things. She's so genuine. She's already transcended the sport. She is going to be one of the greatest things for sport as well. And keep your eye on Mira Andreeva as well. She's going to be winning Grand Slams. Iga Swiatek, her biggest issue on the grass, which helps her on the clay, she's got this what we call like a really crazy Western grip. It's a pretty extreme grip, which you need more time to be able to generate all that swing and that speed. Grass, everything comes at you quick. So she gets a little rushed here. Same problem Coco has, same problem Mira Andreeva has. We saw it with Mira today when she lost to Belinda Bencic. But here, after having an unsuccessful, by her high standards, clay court season for Iga, she's won Roland Garros like the last bunch of years. She hasn't won a tournament this clay court season. So I feel like she's down to seeded 8. Almost a little bit of the pressure is off. She's just kind of taken a big, deep breath. And she's kind of come in with a little bit more of a calm mindset into this event. And she's made a few good adjustments on the forehand side. And I mean, she's in the semis, and Samsonova that's a tough opponent, and she looked great today.
Yeah. And then you've got Sabalenka, who's like so scary. If you're a fan of Iga, she's so good.
Sabalenka has been in a category by herself for me at Wimbledon. This is a great surface for her. She's been in the final of the last 2 slams. She is due to pick one up. I feel like she's the one.
Where can I see you today? Where do you what's your next thing? And when is, I know Prakash in prime time. I missed that. What's going on with you? Where can we see you?
Well, by the way, real quick on those odds, if you're looking for value outside of Sabalenka, I'd throw some on Amanda Anisimova. She's playing Sabalenka. She's a beautiful story. Took a break for mental health, came back to the tour, playing the best tennis of her career, nice and happy. And she has a 5-3 head-to-head over Sabalenka. So she could beat Sabalenka and continue through the draw, possibly.
Plus 210 to win.
I'm good. Look, I got our show later today, Wimbledon Primetime, myself, Jim Courier, Lindsay Davenport, keeping up with all the stuff on Tennis Channel. And we got a few big things cooking this fall, which I will. Don't worry, you'll be the first to know, Kay. You'll be the first.
Okay.
To know.
I'm so glad. I owe you a dinner for this. I know you're so busy. Prakash Amritraj, you can see you all over all the tennis things. Thank you for making me smarter today. And who am I throwing money on? On the Miss Mo, Amanda, right?
I think that's good value. That's the bet.
Okay. We're doing that. I'm doing Amanda. I mean, she's the last American, right? Am I crazy?
Last American. No, that's right. On the women's side, absolutely.
I know some things. Thank you, Prakash. Love you. Talk to you soon, guys. Follow him on socials. We're going to get this stuff all over Twitter. Appreciate you, and we will be back. And we'll go back to my comfort zone because I'm sweating, because I just pretended I knew all about tennis, but I just got smarter, and he just told you where to put your money, everybody. We'll be back. Tell him thank you. I think did we go over a little bit?
No, made it just on time.
Oh.
Perfect. Look at you. Oh.
When I say bye to the guest, you don't have to keep him on until the break. I'm like no concept of when we're going to break on this. Have we just completely like disregarded bumps and stuff? Like they're over? I know, but like I've noticed this week, I guess. Like there's no like production to break. It just like turns into a blank screen that I see. I don't hear any music. I haven't heard any. I hear no production value at all. I feel like I'm like on an island. Okay. But are there lower thirds that say coming up next? And things like that? Okay. The first two breaks, I did not have that. Uh-huh. Okay. Got it. Let's bring that back. I feel like I don't really have like when I know I'm not. Got it. Got it. Okay, got it. Okay, sorry about that. I feel like I keep going to loot, like just so you know, my like I'm like on with. I think is it Derek or Jim? Okay, got it. Like I feel like hi, good to see you. I thought I saw you in that meeting, but you were a little real tiny in the back. Yeah, great. Perfect. Derek, how have you been? Good. You know, I'm alive. Uh-huh. Oh shoot. Are you gonna watch Netflix Quarterback Cam?
I am. Yeah. I haven't gotten to start it yet, but I
forgot there
will.
was I'm glad that the bite. It's so funny because I was watching it, and it's like a cool thing that I got to see it before people. Like I can like pick out, which quote's going to be like Spags. When you're watching it and you're like, oh, Spags says this thing to Joe, that's going to go off in the world.
Yeah, that is fun.
25 seconds. Holy moly. Cornelius.
Almost there.
I feel like I was zapped of my superhuman powers. That's what I feel like right now. Okay.
Superhuman manic energy.
Is this also just on cam?
Yeah.
Sure, man. Welcome back to Up at Adams. Big thanks to Prakash Amritraj, talking all things Wimbledon. And now we turn to our bread and butter, a little football. Our next guest is the brand new tackle. How does it sound? Cornelius Lucas, Cleveland Brown.
It sounds amazing.
It does. I'm so glad. It's nice to see you. Congrats on, dude, 12 years in the NFL. What does that feel like?
Ooh, I didn't feel too great this morning in my workout, but all in all,
what do you mean?
The bones are just aging, the knees are aging, but everything is coming so gracefully, and all thanks to God and all my support systems for keeping me going this long.
I love your story, Cornelius, because you're saying that you're being humble and all these things. You are a monster out there. You look like you're a young undrafted kid out of Kansas State. Still, when I watch you out there, we're looking at your film this morning. We're looking at some of your highlights. I mean, training camp number 12 is crazy. What are you most proud of looking back at your career? Take me even back to that first camp in Detroit to now.
What am I most proud of? hindsight being 2020, coming in through the back door, being drafted in the 8th round, having to work for everything. Nothing was given to me. And I felt like through that process, I cherish everything so much more. Every dollar, every accolade, every game I've gotten to start. I take nothing for granted. And I feel like that's how I live my life. And it helps me through life.
Amazing. I saw that you brought your whole family to your contract signing, which I love. It's not the first time that that's happened. You've moved around a little bit in your career. What's one thing, like, you kind of know the beats, right? You go into a new locker room, you meet everybody, you do that beautiful deal signing. What is like important for you to do at the facility? Like, what's like the most important thing for somebody with a new jersey when they get to that new place?
Oh, a new facility. First and foremost, you got to find out where all the good eats at around there. For offensive linemen, you got to know where the good food is at. Secondly, you got to know the lay of the land, like where I'm gonna get my cleats at, where can I go to make sure that I have everything I need for like my tape and medicine, and like just being in a new building, you have to put names with faces and learn a whole nother program of people. It's a big ordeal. And I'm still in the process of learning everyone's name and making sure that I know where everything is at.
I think you know Myles Garrett's name.
Yeah,
I think
I do,
he knows
sure.
your name. I want to ask you, what was it like meeting him as a Cleveland Brown?
We actually, since he wasn't there too much during OTAs, we haven't really gotten a chance to really meet face to face. Didn't really see him too much during OTAs or mini camp, but I'm sure during camp we're going to speak. I actually got to talk to him a little bit last time I played when I was with Washington, and we had a couple of giggles. We shared a couple of giggles within the game.
Oh, really? Some giggles? Tell me about those
No.
giggles, because let's take a look at that. That was Cornelius. That was week 5.
Yeah.
Not only, I mean, he did not get a sack on Jayden. He did not get a statistic. His stat box was 0. You were the highest graded commander that day. What do you remember about this game?
It was a good game for me, definitely. But he actually had a spin move on me in the end zone, and he kind of got me kind of clean, but the ball came out. So when I popped my head up, I giggled at him, and he giggled at me like, "Oh, he almost had me." So that's what I meant when I say we shared a giggle or two during the game. But yeah, that game was a good one for me. Hopefully, I have a lot more of those next season.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering if he was like nice to you, showing you around the facility, or what that was like, because that's actually insane. You are one of the only people that are walking this earth that can say that you made Myles Garrett look, I'm going to say, small. Like you did. Like
I make a lot of people look small.
But I mean, do you think he's the best pass rusher?
I do. After seeing him in person during OTAs for the brief stint that he was there, his first step and his bend and his sheer speed and explosiveness to say that he's 285. I've never seen it before in 12 years of football. I've never seen it before. So I'm sure this guy's going to keep me up late at night during camp, making sure that I'm doing everything I can do to do my job versus.
It's so interesting because it's your 12th camp. You've been on other teams. So you have to assimilate quickly, which I think you'll do. Like, you know the game, you know that. But there's also this weird, like, you have a different role. You're a rookie in a way on a new squad, new environment, new culture. Drafted in that 8th round, which I loved. But you also have to be like the OG, like you're the vet. And when you have a guy like Mason Graham, who we're hearing Jim Schwartz say he's pretty far ahead of learning the system. What's that dynamic like when you're in your 12th year, he's in his first, both new in this organization?
That's funny that you say that, because his locker is maybe a locker or two next from mine. So just being in the locker room with him and us just talking ball, or just talking about life, him asking me different pointers, asking me about different stuff that can go on within the game, and me being blessed enough to have an answer for him. I feel like that's the best part of being an OG in this game, of me being 12 years in, is I have answers for questions, and they're not answers that I just thought of, or I've actually lived it in. Have real life proof of what works and what doesn't. So I just love giving back, man, to the younger guys whenever they want to come and talk. They definitely call me OG, or they call me Unc, or they always got old jokes about me playing in the 1960s with leather helmets and stuff like that. But I take it all.
Who was that for you, Cornelius, that you would go ask questions to?
My OG. I've in 12 years and 6 teams, I've had plenty, man. Starting off in Detroit, I had Dom Riola. I had
Oh
Rob
gosh,
Sims.
not Dom.
I had Dom Riola. I had Rob Sims. Moving on to the Rams, I had Andrew Whitworth, Roger Saffold. What else after that? Play with Brandon Sheriff. I play with a lot of guys. Morgan Moses.
Yeah, you've had. I mean, from Dom to Whitworth is Dom to Andrew is that you've really covered the gauntlet of guys. Okay, so I want to ask you about the quarterbacks. We've talked about obviously defense. You're an O-Lineman. You do your thing. What do you mean?
Nothing. Carry on. What are you saying?
You don't want the question?
No, I love it.
Okay. There's a report, the veterans on the team, including Myles Garrett, they want Flacco to be the starting quarterback.
That's what the report says?
That's what the report says. Is that right or wrong?
I haven't seen the report.
You don't need to see the report to answer the question.
I didn't know they were doing reports this early in the season, since the season hasn't started
Do
yet.
the vets want Flacco?
I feel like as a vet, I want whoever's best. That could be Flacco. That could be the other 2 rookies. That could be Deshaun Watson. I feel like that has yet to really show itself because we're so early within the year and we haven't taken any really meaningful snaps just yet. I feel like OTAs was just a good starting point for us to get to know all 4 of them. Plus, once Deshaun comes back. But yeah, we still have a lot of football to play. We haven't even started playing, to be honest. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see who's. I'm excited who's. That was
such. I want to stop right now and play that back and have you listen to what a 12th year non-answer, brilliant answer that you did not. You just said I'm not answering that, which is fine. I think that's great.
I truly don't have an answer.
I get it. I like what you did there. Why do you call Joe Sleepy Joe? What is that?
Why do you call him Sleepy Joe? Yeah. I think because he was falling asleep on the side.
Because I've heard you call him Sleepy Joe. You think he's sleeping there?
I think he's resting his eyes. He's real calm and collected. You know what I'm saying? It seems like not too much rattles him. So he's just always got this calm aura to him. He's halfway between taking a nap and halfway about to go score a touchdown. I
mean, he got the start week 13, led the Browns to the playoffs. He's no joke. He's tenured. I like that the vets maybe want to see the veteran presence. It makes sense.
I'm sure he's going to get his shot.
Yeah, you are. Yeah. It would make sense, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you have nicknames for any of the other quarterbacks yet? Shador, Dylan? Dylan's crazy. Dylan's energy is crazy.
Shador and Dylan are like yin and yang. One is up, and Shador, he's chill, calm, kind of speaks kind of low. Dylan's a little bit more high strung. But all in all, man, they've come in and they've really competed and they really worked good together. And they really both led this team well so far. I'm impressed with what I've seen from both of them.
I think you are a veteran in this league who has seen great quarterback play. I think it almost carries a little more weight, your opinion, after being with Jayden last year.
Oh,
truly,
man.
this transcendent. I mean, you just said it. Oh, man. Why are you saying, oh, man?
Because in 12 years, I've never seen a rookie player come in and never have a bad day. It was kind of he had a good day today. Maybe tomorrow he'll show us that he's a rookie. And he just kept piling on good days after good days after good days. And to the point where I wasn't surprised when we got to the season and he had the type of performances that he was having because he showed us every day who he was.
That's a great observation. I can't believe he doesn't have. I remember being at camp last year and Dan would not let me talk to him.
Yeah.
Dan was like, he's not the starter. And I was like, get out of what are you talking about? But it's just but then I remember being on the sideline with my producer and being like, the ball has not hit the ground. Who is this man? I
Yeah,
mean, you played with
he's
Stafford, you've played with Goff, you've played with Drew Brees, and
mhm.
Jayden is sticking out to you.
Yes, 100%. Probably top two quarterback I play with.
Who's one?
Top two. I don't want to get into that, but he's top two. Maybe let's see. Oh, that's tough. I really enjoy playing with Matt Stafford.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say
feel like
Stafford's
I feel
everybody's
like
favorite
Matt.
quarterback.
Yeah, I feel like Matt doesn't get the recognition that he needs, that he should get, because he's been balling like this for however long he's been in the league. He's just now getting his shine because he went to the Super Bowl. He's with the Rams with a little bit more media coverage, but he was balling in
Yeah.
Detroit.
He always was, and there's not a player that I sit with. I'm not joking. That isn't.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite player? Any, like, obviously, like any wide receiver, because he just lets them make a play. He trusts his players. He, like,
Hmm.
people. As an offensive lineman, what is so great about playing with Matthew Stafford? What is it? Not even like
Yeah.
the stuff I see, what he's able to do physically,
Yeah.
and with his arm, just like maybe like even just as a man.
His competitiveness.
Mm,
I've seen him jam shoulders and break fingers and sprain ankles and come right back in the game
he's
and
amazing.
and tote the ball for a 6 yard gain to get us a first down. Like nothing is stopping him when it comes to like wanting to win a game, wanting to be there for his teammates. I've seen it firsthand, like the just how much he loves the game and how much he want to be there for the guys to egg us on and help us win games.
I know. I was just saying to start the show before you were on, I was sort of going through wide receivers who made changes, like a lot of changes. Debo, of course,
Okay.
now on the Commanders. They've got
Okay.
George Pickens, you've got DK Metcalf. And I picked as like
Okay.
my number one move was Devontae because he gets to play with, well, he's still elite, obviously, but getting to play with
Yeah.
Stafford, like he's just
Yeah.
gonna. And I'm part of me is like, shoot, like, are they going to go in the NFC? Like, if they were the Super Bowl team, I would not be surprised.
I feel like it's gonna be a good combo. It's gonna be a really
Yeah,
good combo.
I do.
Yeah.
I like that you're giving Matt Stafford some love here. Have you seen the new Commanders uniforms? I
I
know you're
did
not a
see
commander anymore, but what do you think of these?
him. Nostalgic. I feel like I had a uniform within the 5 years that kind of look like that. I'm just happy that they're going back to their redskin heritage. I
Hmm.
actually enjoyed when it was the Washington football team for the 1 year. I thought that
You
was
like
pretty
that year?
cool. Yeah, our initials
These-
were WFT.
Yeah, these
Yeah.
uniforms look. I heard the Browns are getting new uniforms. What do you want those to look like?
Oh, you heard that? I haven't heard that. You've
Cornelius,
heard
I'm
so
not
much stuff.
Cornelius. Here's my. You know what I'm learning from this interview? You think you get
Uh-huh.
done dirty a lot or something because you were like, you think I'm trying to like get
I'm,
you. I'm not
no, not
trying
at
to
all.
get you. If I wanted to get you, Cornelius, I would say, did you say Jayden Daniels is a better quarterback than Drew Brees? Because that's kind of what you
No,
said. But I'm
no,
not going
no.
to do
It's not
that to
like that.
you.
It's not like that. I've been
I know.
training
I
for
know.
camp in my own little mode, getting ready
Of
to.
course.
Yeah, so I don't really be out into
I know.
everything and hearing everything. So when you're telling me this kind of stuff, it'd be news to me.
It's news. They are unveiling an alternate helmet. Sorry, next week. What do you think the helmet should look like?
Oh, I like this colorway right here, the
Let's
gray
see.
with the orange.
Oh,
You can
cool.
see it on. Yeah, I like this colorway. Maybe it's something like that. Who knows?
That would be crazy.
But
Hamilton,
that's
hop
above
in
my
here.
pay grade.
Hamilton, what do you know about the helmets? This is my uniform guy. Hamilton, what do we need to know about what they're doing?
We haven't heard a ton yet. They do have that white alternate helmet that's been pretty
Mm.
sweet. Like they're
Uh,
keeping this kind of under wraps. I'm wondering if it's like maybe a brown helmet with an orange look, like they invert the colors a little bit. But
No, I like
it's
the
gonna be
gray. I
interesting to
like
see.
that idea.
Yeah,
Do
the
the
gray
gray.
would be cool.
Cornelius
yeah.
knows everything. He's just like, you idiots. You're just,
I
I'm not
don't
giving
know
you,
anything.
I'm not giving you any
I don't know
information.
anything.
You held your third annual Laps with Luke swim camp. It was
Yes,
in New
ma'am.
Orleans. It was this summer. I know it's
Yes,
very
ma'am.
close to your heart. Can you tell us about Laps with Luke?
Oh man, you're gonna make me cry this morning. Let's see. So at the age of 7, my dad passed away to a swimming accident. He got pulled down by a current in the water, and ever since that day, I've had a fear of water because of how fast it can take your loved ones. And just brainstorming one day, me and my significant other talked about hosting a swim camp. That was 3 years ago, and with the help of Son of Saint, a all boys organization, and Auctioneer Fitness Center, We're going into year 3. This year, we partnered up with Brown Girls Swim and the 18th Ward, which is another sports organization. And we had about 20 kids. And we talk about swim safety, different strokes, and how to float. We also talk about leadership and guidance skills and career paths. Like I bring in guys from all walks of life, like artists. I had a judge this year. I had the year before that, I had some artists and a engineer that came in. So just basically half of the camp is swim lessons and getting comfortable in the water, and the other half is basically teaching these kids how to be courageous and go after the things that they want in life, and how to go after the things they want in life, and what to look for, and how to conduct themselves on their path to stardom or whatever they want to achieve in life.
I can't tell you how inspiring that is. I hope people tell you that all the time. It is.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry for your loss. You were 7 years old when you lost your dad.
Yeah.
You took
it's crazy.
Tragedy. Go ahead.
I was just about to say, like, people always make jokes about, like, oh, well, how are you going to teach people how to swim when you can't swim? But it's just like, we're learning how to do it together. And I'm really pushing myself, getting comfortable in this water, while I also help other kids get comfortable in the water. Because you can see, like, in a 3-day process, the first day, some kids might just dip their foot in the water and barely touch it, not really interact. And by the 3rd day, I'm throwing them around. They're just that much comfortable in the water because they've seen someone that actually has a real story of being afraid of water, and how I can progress and push myself to become comfortable in it. And I feel like that pushes them to grow their comfort level within the water. So anytime I see that, it just does something to my heart, and it makes me feel like I'm doing something right.
What did you learn about yourself in having to overcome a very valid and real fear like that in this process? Like, I know you're taking swim lessons, you're doing your thing. What did you learn? What was it like trying to overcome that fear?
It's been, so like I said, this happened at 7. I'll be 34 in the next 10 days. So I've had a while to combat this fear. And I feel like it's been a real thing. Like, I told myself when I turned 30, I was going to jump off a yacht in Miami for my birthday, for my great 30th birthday. And it took everything in me to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, just knowing what can water and how I can drown in water and stuff like that. So half the day I was pumping myself up, like, oh, I'm going to do it. And got to the point and I jumped off. And I feel like since then, I've really propelled myself into, like, becoming a fish in the water. Am I there yet? No, but I am working towards it.
It's so I can't even, it's very inspiring. And people, how can we help support it? Because we're talking about a commitment to providing access, swim resources for local youth, swim lessons, mentorship for fatherless boys in New Orleans. I know it's a big part of Labs with Luke.
Yes. That's also what I wanted to get into. So my goal for my swim camp is basically to turn it into like a swim scholarship.
Oh, wow.
For any and everyone that wants to learn how to swim, that they can come in and just get lessons, and they could be covered through my foundation. So if you guys want to help, if you guys want to check me out, you can find me on Instagram. My foundation page is CL3_foundation. And we have everything up there, like the donation link. We're actually about to drop this year's the third camp recap video. I really enjoy that one. So if you guys could go spam that and blow it up and share it just as much. But you know what I'm saying? Like, share, whatever you deem is suitable, you know what I'm saying, to help me propel this dream of mine into reality.
Well, it sounds like it's growing every year. Like, now wanting to do a scholarship. Okay, I'm seeing. That's
the bigger.
Tell me, I'm looking for it right now. Tell
CL3
CL3_foundation.
Yes.
Tell me what you're saying. The goal, like, what's the?
So the goal next year. The goal next year is going to be to get up towards 50 kids and make it co-ed. The first 2 camps I've had with Son of Saint, which I said is an all boys organization, and I have nieces that want to learn how to swim, so I have to make it all inclusive now. So next year is going to be my goal of making it co-ed and being able to get boys and girls in the pool, and we're just going to go from there.
It's really
but you
inspiring.
should be able to find. You should be able to find everything.
I'm looking for it. I want to blow it up, but I'm trying to. Is it on Twitter? I have to find it. I will find it. We will get all this information out.
No,
it's on Instagram. Got it. But I'm seeing all of the stuff. So we're gonna. Oh, here it is on Instagram. Yes. Okay, I will do my part, and everyone should do their part if they can.
Thank you so much.
You've really taken something bad and made light of it, and I think that's really hard to do, and it's amazing. So thank you.
Thank you.
Even though you're not going to give me any answers, Cornelius Lucas, appreciate you, and I will see you. Well, maybe I'll see you at training camp, hopefully. And we have some of these answers will get clearer with Sleepy Joe and everybody. But dap up Myles for me. Make sure he remembers I would walk if I were you. I would literally walk in there with an iPad of just week 5. Just
no, I don't want to egg on the bull. I don't want to nudge him anymore.
You want to like flick him in the forehead? Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, that's why I can't. That's why I'm 5 feet tall, 100 pounds, because I couldn't handle that kind of power. Cornelius, I appreciate you. I'm a huge fan. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here, everybody. It's Laps with Luke Swim Camp. Let's keep this growing and going. We'll be back after this.
He was awesome.
Hard to imagine.
Nah. What an incredible story, and what a way to turn it into such a positive.
Oh my God. I went down like a wormhole of, I can't walk, like it's, you know what I'm thinking about, and I can't even, with the water and I can't even deal.
Yeah.
But I like that it's growing. I want to find it on can you please make sure that we cut that up and put it out there? Almost with some sort of even like a link. I've never taken a swim class.
Yeah.
Ever. But what he's doing for like young boys, it's amazing. He's gonna open it up to girls too. Okay, let's definitely get that out there. I mean, he literally said Jayden. He literally said Jayden and Stafford. Like, where's Drew Brees, Cornelius? Yeah. But now I can't do him dirty because he's doing such an incredible thing. You know, these are the behind the scenes issues that NFL fans don't see. We have a tenured 12-year offensive lineman who just but then he's going to get got. Can't get him got.
Yeah. Especially with all his ties to New Orleans and everything too. Yeah. Although they like Jayden down there too, so.
He convinced me with one, that Jayden is.
That's all you needed to hear.
Tom Brady.
Yeah.
I think so.
You couldn't even get through the question, and that from him. Yeah. As soon as he heard the name.
I couldn't remember. Thanks for sending. Hamilton texted me all the quarterbacks he played with. So I'm like, who's he? When he's saying this about him. But granted, no other rookie, right?
No,
you're Shador and you're Dylan.
Some rookies
like,
here and there. Yeah. But he said he didn't even say rookie quarterback. He said rookie player. There's been no rookie player he's been around like him. He's been around a lot of good ones there too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Should we do that, Matt? Or do you want to just talk shit? Let's do this.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
We can talk a little off the back end too this time. Okay. Talk a little shit.
Do we have I want to talk about Jurassic Park.
We can.
No, it's
ready? Yeah.
I know. Welcome back to Up and Adams. Big thanks to Cornelius Lucas. Such an incredible cause from tragedy to sort of spinning it forward and progressing and challenging himself. Just an unbelievable story. So we're going to find ways for you to support that. Even just like he said, he just wants retweets. He wants more people to know about it. So that's what we're doing as a family here today. Big thanks to Prakash Amritraj for being on the program as well. Wimbledon is happening. We have a 30% profit boost token on FanDuel that you can put on any match today or tomorrow. 30% sounds pretty great. We'll post, of course, the interview on YouTube so you can see his little goodies in there that he gave us with values and people to take in the field still. And we do dabble in some NBA on this very program. I guess Summer League is something. I want to take a look right here. Summer League, we love it. But here's the odds to win the NBA title for next season, okay? This is fascinating. After the Thunder, who, of course, favorites to repeat at plus 250, this thing's wide the heck open. A lot of this because, of course, Jason Tatum and Halliburton, they've got Achilles injuries. What does that mean? What does that rehab look like? That sort of drops the Celtics and the Pacers way down on the board. But the Knicks, you guys, have the second best odds right now. Huh, Scoozy? At plus 750. The Nuggets and Cavs tied for third at plus 800. And then you've got the Houston Rockets with Kevin Durant. They're tied at fifth with plus 850. Okay. Six, blah, 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 Warriors, blah, 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 blah. It's very wide open. So if you have a thought, if there's a team here that you believe in, shoot your shot.
You're getting values with everybody here. And yeah, we had
what is happening?
And over the last couple minutes, yeah. There's some movement. The Cavs now jumped the Knicks. But yeah, the field is so wide open that if there's somebody like you're getting value on all these teams outside of the Thunder.
Let me shoot my shot at the Rockets, everyone. All respect for Josh Kroenke and the Nuggets. Nuggets, Rockets. We're going Rockets. Those injuries are what's spiraling everybody, and that's great. Okay, yeah. So we have 1 minute. We have a 30% profit boost token, guys, to use on Wimbledon. What happened with Wimbledon? You've been texting me updates as if I'm like, do you know who you're texting? Go ahead.
So Sinner won the first set over Shelton. They're tied 3-3 in the second set. Djokovic is tied 3-3 in the first set of his match right now.
Go use that profit boost token. That's all I'll say. Who's on tomorrow's program? Do we know yet? We don't know. We have no idea.
We have Xavier Worthy. Oh, yeah.
What?
I hear his mom might be stopping by, too. We'll get into that.
No one tells me anything. Okay, Xavier Worthy, that's unbelievable. On the show tomorrow, we'll be there. Be safe, and go look at Laps with Luke. Bye.
I told you when you were looking at Austin Kutcher.
Austin, it's ASHTON.